edition of Warikoo Wednesdays, episode 12. This will be a slightly personal one on a different agenda from the previous ones. So, I found this pattern very early on, and it's easy to explain now when you think about it. That most organizations, most services, most products that are being sold to us on a daily basis are hinged on the fact that there is something inadequate or incomplete within us. There's the sense of self-doubt that they have to explore and identify for them to be willing to sell. Hey, you don't look good enough, why don't you buy our clothes? Hey, you are not cool enough, why don't you buy our sunglasses or drive our car? Hey, you're not qualified enough, why don't you come to our university to study? Hey, you're not earning enough, why don't you come to our training institute to get trained? So on and so forth. And it transforms into relationships as well. So this essence of self-doubt is very critical for the world to actually function. But it's also tragic, right? Because all of us suffer from self-doubt. I personally have, even to today, feel this immense sense of self-doubt where I think I'll get up one morning and the world will figure that I'm not good enough, that I'm actually not worthy to be where I am, that I've been bullshitting my way through everything. And that sense of, am I good enough to be where I am, consumes me on a daily basis. And last year, I came across something that really helped me in that journey, which is what I wanted to share. Johannes Hofer, a professor in a US university, figured that when we go through our resume or our CV, it's this list of accomplishments or the best things we have ever done in life. But what about our failures? What about the things that we wanted to do but couldn't get done? So he came up with a CV of failure, or his failure resume. And he listed every single thing that he had wanted to do but couldn't get done because the world refused him, or he failed at doing so. What I found fascinating about it, besides the fact that this was a genius of an idea, was here was this guy who was willing to share his failures publicly, that he needn't have to. But that just proved to me that he was just so comfortable with who he is. So that triggered this action within me. Why don't I do the same thing? And I shared my failure resume publicly as well. It got picked up by a lot of publications, it got shared a lot. And for the first time, I publicly shared where all I had failed or lost. I didn't make it to the IITs, 3 times by the way. I didn't make it to several other colleges that I wanted to for my undergrad. I didn't make it to several US schools that I wanted to for my PhD. I didn't make it to several business schools when I wanted to do my MBA, to companies when I sat for my placements. So many VCs refused when we wanted to become nearby from Groupon. So many VCs refused us right now when we were trying to raise our second round of funding at nearby. Personal failures. But notwithstanding the fact that when I shared it, I got a lot of gratitude, a lot of acknowledgement, I felt this sense of comfort where suddenly I was comfortable with who I am. And I figured that when you know yourself, when you truly know yourself, you cannot be defeated. When you truly know yourself, you cannot be defeated. And that was what I did through my CV failure. I came up front first with my own self and then to the world that this is who I am. I am comfortable being inadequate. I am comfortable being imperfect. I am comfortable being incomplete because I will continuously strive to become better at who I am but never become perfect, and I'm just okay with that. And in a world that profits itself from self-doubt, being yourself is an act of rebellion. In a world that profits itself from self-doubt, being yourself is an act of rebellion. So what I wanted to do from today's video is to start that act of rebel from within us. I'm going to start with sharing my failure resume down in the comments below, and I'll love it. I'll request you all, I'll challenge you all, I plead you all to go about and start becoming comfortable with who you are. Have a conversation with yourself in the mirror and say, I am okay being who I am. I am okay being the way I am. And that's what you will start doing when you share it with the world outside as well. Because ironically, the minute you tell the world that you're incomplete, the minute you tell the world that you are inadequate, the minute you tell the world that you're imperfect, you ironically become better than most people out there. Because when you truly know yourself, you cannot be defeated. I'm super keen to hear your comments below and tell me what makes you feel vulnerable, what makes you feel incomplete, what makes you feel inadequate. And let's start this journey of willingly sharing who we are and the fact that we're comfortable with who we are. Until next time, see you all.